How's it going, folks? Welcome back to the channel once again. Today I wanted to reintroduce you to one of my old friends. That's the Moon. It's just come back for a refinish. It was in a shop and they didn't take very good care of it, so it's now sold and it's come back for a refinish, and I think you'll agree that's some pretty nice looking sycamore with some beautiful flames running down the centre. So anyway, that's part one of today done. For the next bit, we're going to make our way downstairs and we're going to be using a wood that I've not turned before, and that is Mullberry. You've heard the old song all around the mulberry bush and all that. Well, we're going to be all over this mulberry bush today. I think I might use that piece, and I want to make a little bowl, just something you can put your keys in, a little bit more than halfway round, if you know what I mean. So I'm just going to be putting the whole of that piece straight on the lathe, spinning it up to a gazillion RPM, and let's see what we come out with. I've got to change my jaws over to 50mm jaws for small pieces, and then while we're on the 50mm jaws, it makes sense to do some more small pieces. So if you're lucky, you might get to see some of this, which is acacia. And I've never used acacia, but I was lucky enough to get basically a whole tree, some of which is dry, some of which is not. So there will be some pieces coming out, and that, my friends, is an acacia burl sticking out there, and that might be the first bit that I turn, or it might not, I don't know. Let's see how we get on. Anyway, first order of the day, make mulberry go very fast on the old lathe. So let's do that. Well, there we go. It's not very often you see the tiny jaws on my chuck. They're the 50mm jaws, and we're going to put this woodworm screw in, and I've drilled a hole in this piece of mulberry. Pretty self-explanatory. Let's get on. Oh, yoke. She's spinning at 800 RPM, and all I'm going to do now is make this round so I can wang the speed up a little bit faster. So let's do that. Yeah. Whoa. Well, that was aggressive, but effective. So yeah, it's round. That will now do 1400 RPM without a problem. I might just flatten the back a little bit before I do speed it up, and then we might be able to get 2300 out of it. That'll be fun, won't it? Really fast. Let's try and take that corner off. Right, here we go, 1400 RPM. Let's try and get a nice round shape going on. I must say, I'm quite enjoying that shape. And I might just sand it up. What do you think, folks? Naughty's in the bottom, and then sand it up. It's like a little Roman jug, isn't it? Quite like it. I'm going to leave that bark on there as a bit of contrast, and that little bit there. Yeah, that was easy. Right, let's can't do a lot about that, unfortunately. I'll have to turn it round to sort that out, unless I can might. Okay, there she is, 600 gritted up. Bark's looking rather lovely. It kind of looks like alligator skin, doesn't it, there? It's quite nice. Right, a bit of sanding paste going to go on, bit of tongue wax, you know the score. Then we're going to turn it around and hollow it out. Right, that's the tongue wax on the top. Just going to leave that now, 15 minutes. Let it soak in where it can. I'll come back and give it a quick polish. And then we're going to hollow it out as best we can anyway. Right, time for the final dry polish. But I'm not going to spin the piece because I'll end up with blue roll all in that bark. So I'm just going to hand polish it just to get the excess off. And that is super pretty. Tongue wax doing a fantastic job. Okay. Right, what do you think, folks? Is it time to turn it round? I think it might be. Right, full disclosure. I had to make the mortise slightly wider, which meant I had to take it off the worm screw and remount it back on the worm screw, which means it never goes back on quite the way it came off. So the piece is now slightly out of balance, but it's so small, hopefully it's not going to cause us too many problems. Or it may go boom, flying off over the workshop somewhere. But we're going to risk it for a biscuit, and we're going to go straight in with the big bowl gouge and try and make some headway into there. Right, after a fair chunk of sanding, that's the inside now up to 600 grit. I'm pretty happy with where it's at. So we're going to go for sanding paste again and some tongue wax, and this little beauty will be done. Right, here we go then. That's the tongue wax reapplied. I'm just going to polish it off with a clean-ish cloth, and then come back on the outside, do a little bit of a finish there, and we'll be done. There it is, folks. See if I can get the camera a bit closer. Nicely finished, I hope you'll agree. Right, I'm going to take some glamour shots, and there you go, that's the shot you want. One mulberry bush bowl. See you on the next one, chaps and chapesses.